Hi everyone, my name is Suzanne and I'm a Chinese metaphysics master in Hong Kong. Today we're going to have a look at what we can expect in the month of the Wood Dragon, the Jiachen month, in terms of the monthly flying stars, the monthly energies of that particular month. And this will take effect on April 5th and will go all the way until May 4th. So with this, we can then know where we need to locate ourselves, place ourselves for particular activities, and which sectors to avoid. Now, if you are completely new to this, then all you need to do is stand more or less in the center of your floor plan, hold out, or of your floor, of your flat, hold out a compass and check where all of these directions or sectors are. So when it says south on your compass, you will then know what the south sector can expect in the month of the Wood Dragon. It's very, very straightforward. It just looks a little bit complicated because of all the numbers. So just have a quick look where the sectors are in your home or at your office. You can use this in both areas, and then we will take it from there. So the best sectors in the Jiachen, in the Wood Dragon month, are the southeast, the south, and the northwest. So let's have a look at each one of them and see why they are so good. So here in the southeast, we have the monthly number 8 star. So that's the monthly wealth star, the number 8 star. And as such, this is an area where you can place yourself if you just need to generate a little bit more cash flow, a little bit more customers, a little bit more business. Now, it will make you very busy if you place yourself in this sector. So there will be work. The money is not going to fall from the sky, and you're most likely not going to win the lottery. But obviously, with more work comes more income. So if you need to increase your cash flow, sit in the southeast sector. Now, because we sometimes also combine it with the annual stars, so the number 8 and the number 4 as a combination is actually very good for education, or if you just need to study up on a particular subject matter. So if you need a good area to study in, you can also use the southeast sector. So for all those of you who are still homeschooling, you can let your children do it from the southeast sector, or if it's just for homework, the southeast is a good sector for that. Now, the next sector that is really good is the south sector, where we have the monthly number 4, which is also considered a peach blossom star. So this, together with the annual star number 9 that you also see in this sector, it will actually make you very likable. It will attract people to you and to what you are selling, product, service, whatever it is. People will just like what you have to say, what you have to sell, what you put out there. So this is obviously very good, especially if you're in marketing or if you're in sales. People will just naturally be attracted to you. Now, if you are single, then this is also a great sector because it will attract the opposite sex to you. If you use it more for business, then there will be opportunities coming from all sides, and you'll just have a much more opportunity to meet new people, also maybe outside your industry. So it's a good sector for that. And then the northwest, with the monthly number 1 nobleman star, is also a great sector if you are if you need to find help from outside people. So if you need to find mentors, teachers, or business partners, you can use the northwest sector to just reach out to these people and get more help and more support. Now, together with the annual number 6 here, this combination, the 1-6 combination, is also very good for studying. So if for some reason you can't really use the southeast, then you can always study in the northwest as well. This will also give you the ability to absorb new knowledge much, much faster. And so it's a great sector if you need to prepare for any sort of exam. All right, now let's have a look at the sectors that may not be so great. So the first one, but this one is relatively benign, is the southwest. We have here the monthly number 6. Now, it's actually, it's a relatively good star in the sense that it can increase your your authority. So if you're actually looking for a job and you are sending out CVs and do interviews, you can do that in the Southwest, but it's not a great sector for relationships this month. So we're talking about romantic relationships. If your master bedroom happens to be in the Southwest, there may be some challenges because you both become very, very hard-headed. And so this can just create really, really bad arguments out of a very trivial situation. So you may want to be a little bit careful. But you can use this sector if you are trying to get a promotion, trying to get a job, anything to do with career. This is good because it will increase your sense of authority, or people will listen to you more. Yeah, so then it's good. For relationships, not so great. Then we've got the East sector with the monthly number 7. Now this, especially when it's in the East, usually leads to accidents with sharp metal objects, so stay away from sharp metal objects. It can also bring an increased risk of burglaries or just theft, losing things. Yeah, it doesn't necessarily have to be a burglary. But if you spend a lot of time in the East, more than 2 hours per day, for example, you will be more prone to losing things. Yeah, that doesn't necessarily have to be anything big, but obviously if you lose your wallet, that's very, very annoying. So be extra careful. And if your kitchen is located in the East, then this month there's a higher fire hazard. Yeah, so just be extra sure, especially if you're cooking with gas, that the gas is always turned off if it is in the East. Now, then we've got the Northeast sector here with the monthly number 3. So the monthly number 3, or the number 3 influence, usually brings arguments and disputes and disagreements, legal issues, these kind of things. So I would say if you are working in the Northeast sector, maybe don't sign any contracts, don't sign any agreements, because down the line it may cause some issues. If on the other hand, you need to increase your self-confidence and your courage and your motivation, if you're a little bit lazy, then the Northeast sector is a good sector to be in. Yeah, again, it has good uses and bad uses. So make sure that you know what you want to achieve. So don't sign any documents in this Northeast in the Wood Dragon month. But if you need that extra oomph, that extra little bit of energy and motivation, or if you need to maybe start a diet and you just need that extra sort of the last push to actually do it, you can also locate yourself in the Northeast, and it will give you the drive to actually go through with it. Then we've got the West sector. Now the West sector is the illness sector of the month, with the monthly number 2. The number 2 is usually considered an illness star. So it's not necessarily negative if you're overall generally healthy. Yeah, if you don't have any chronic diseases, then spending a lot of time in the West doesn't necessarily have that much of an impact. But if you're chronically ill, or if you're an elderly person, or if you have a pregnant woman in the house, or there's a small infant, those people should not sleep in the West sector, because there's more risk of health complications. If you're perfectly fine, if you're healthy, then you don't really have to worry about this too much. You may get a cold, but that's pretty much it. Yeah, or maybe a stomach upset. So no need to worry too much. And the worst sector of the month is the number 5 in the north. Yeah, the number 5 is considered the calamity star. And that obviously already is not a good connotation. So the calamity star usually brings all sorts of problems depending on what you're doing in that sector. If you're working in the north, then there's going to be a lot of obstacles in business, maybe arguments with your business partners or with your clients. agreements don't work out as you want them to, all sorts of things. If your master bedroom is there, you may argue a lot, you may get into a lot of disputes with your partner. And if you're sick, then this is obviously also a sector to avoid, especially if you're pregnant. Yeah, so I would say if you're pregnant, do not sleep in the north or the west. Out of the two, the north is much, much more critical. Yeah, so stay out of the north sector and you will be fine. Yeah, all right. So these are the monthly flying stars for the month of the Wood Dragon, the Jiachen month. It takes effect on April 5th. Yeah, it's just for a month, so don't panic. And just make sure that in those negative sectors, don't do any hammering, don't do any drilling, don't move furniture around. If you keep the negative sectors relatively quiet and avoid activities that are negatively impacted by these energies, then you have nothing to worry about. Yeah, but if suddenly you decide, okay, it's right now in April, I need to hang up a painting in the north sector, and you start hammering and drilling, that will trigger the effects of the number 5. If you don't do anything, it's just quiet, then nothing to worry about at all. All right. So thank you very much. If you do have any questions, get in touch. My contact details are in the notes below. And I wish you all a really, really good Wood Dragon month. If you would like and share and comment on this video, that would be fabulous. And I will see you soon.